Hello everyone, it is Ken Chrysler here and welcome to another episode of FLH. We got a really good one for you tonight. It is going to be great as the GM is here to have a Skype call with Peyton Bruce, and this is going to be very interesting. We're going to finally hear from him, and it's a negotiation over the assistant GM. So things are getting out of control. I have a message for everyone that's involved with the disappearance of Gorgey, also known as G, the assistant GM of FLH and a licensed therapist. My message is, what you just did is called kidnapping. Now, Melissa, I'm done with the games. We're not going to do this. We're not going to play this, and we are not going back in time. The equipment that you all have is not good enough. It took years to obtain the equipment that Diabu did. What you all have is extremely dangerous, and you're going to mess things up. So, here's the deal, and this is all I'm going to put on the table. You bring me Peyton Bruce, you bring me the assistant GM, and I will talk to the DA to not get you arrested on kidnapping charges of our assistant GM. If you don't, this is out of my hands. And I will bring the hammer down on everyone that's involved, especially if you make a time machine and mess things up. There's a lot at stake here, and the last thing you need to do is trust Peyton Bruce. He's not good for his word. I can guarantee you that. So please, bring back our assistant general manager. Otherwise, there will be severe consequences for your actions.
Melissa is not going to be speaking to you anytime soon. You have not only destroyed this brand, you've destroyed the entire channel because you will not follow her creative decisions. And you're a weak man. That's what you are. But I didn't kidnap the assistant GM because I need you. I did it for another reason. I did it because I need his brother. See, his brother is very tech savvy, and he is the only one that can make this work. He is the only one that can help me save my mother. And unless I save my mother, the assistant GM is going to die. So, this is not a message to you, wimpy GM, because I could care less of what you think of me. This is a message for Gorgey's brother, Gugus. You either come out of your hideout at the Royal Rumble and leave 205 Live and assist me on creating the ultimate time machine, or your brother dies. The only way I'm going to get you out of 205 Live, since it's a hideout and since I don't know where it's at, and I really don't want to know where it's at, is to use your brother as bait. The only way you can save him is by helping me and helping me save my mother's life. All other deals are off the table. You either help me or he dies.
And yeah, oh wow. So it looks like Peyton wants G's brother. That's who he wants. But anyway, we're going to kick off the night with a big match here. Well, we got two large matches. We got two 8-man matches tonight. But we're going to start off with Gorgey versus Paul Weiss here. And it's just going to be your regular singles matchup. No exiting. No exiting in this. And of course, Gorgey and Lurtznick won the tag team titles. It was a big victory for Gorgey. And he's been really good. You know, he's changed his ways. He's not the tool that he used to be. However, he's going to be facing off with one of his former friends. So, this is going to be very fun. And yeah, Gorgey is ready for battle. And of course, the new Intercontinental Champion is here tonight. And if you don't know his name by now, well, yeah, nobody likes him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what his name is when nobody likes him. His name is Paul Weiss, though, if you have to know. And, of course, he's your new Intercontinental Champion. Nobody cares. Of course, he's had his moments for sure. He's definitely had his moments. He can be brutal at times. And we'll see how he stacks up against Gorgey. So this will be a 2 out of 3 falls. Normal match. No exiting, though. No exiting. And, of course, we're going to have a big 8-man male match and a female match. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, it looks like Peyton Bruce needs G's brother. He's trying to bring his mom back. He's trying to save his mom before she dies by going back in time. And we all know when you go back in time, there could be severe consequences. And, of course, mentally is scared of that. He's done it before to save a bunch of lives, and he did, but there was a price to pay. Every time you go back in time, it may have a better outcome than it did before, but there's always a price to pay. So, I think everybody's scared. I mean, they could go back and take me out, for all I know. You know, I don't want anyone to go to Ken Chrysler's crib. Please don't. And try to stop me from being a commentator. But anyway, Paul Weiss going after Gorgey here. And throwing in some strikes. Look at Gorgey. Oh, wow. What a nice move. Gorgey, of course, high flyer for sure. Paul Weiss is more of a powerhouse. And it's going to be speed versus strength here. And look at the strength of Paul Weiss. Oh, and Gorgey ran into the ref. And Paul Weiss using his body as a weapon. And these two, they used to be good friends. Of course, these two and Kong and Dr. Educator, Joe, used to have all a crew going on. And now they've all went their separate ways. For now. And we hopefully Gorgey will stay with the MW. Of course, tonight we're going to determine who's going to face off with Billy Anderson and who's going to be facing Newson at the Royal Rumble. Now, Billy will probably be before the Rumble. So we'll have to fit in some before the Rumble because the Rumble is going to be big. You're going to have that big Rumble, and then you're going to have the championship match, and that's it. And that's probably going to be for all brands. So even if there is some storylines going on, you're probably going to have your main event promo, your Rumble, and your main championship. Only the main championship. And Paul Weiss with a big kick there. And Paul's going up top. And he misses. Gorgey. Oh, wow. Oh, Paul Weiss using his elbows to strike Gorgey. And look there, catches Gorgey and slams him. Gorgey kicks him right back, but he just gets right back up from it. It's almost like it didn't faze him. You know what? I want him tested for steroids. He's way too good here lately. And I think something's going on. Because he can take punishment like it's nothing. And he just got a point. So all he needs is one more and he wins this match. And this is a non-title match, just an exhibition. to kick things off. Stepping on Gorgey's arms with those boots. Gorgey kicks him again, but look, he gets right back up. And you know, he's known for doing the impossible. Paul is. I mean, I think he's the one that beat the 1-against-3 handicap. That was insane how he pulled that off. And look at Paul here. Some good high-flying moves. Gorgey has a pin combo and a kick out there. Look at Paul Weiss stomping on Gorgey. And lands on him now. Uh-oh, he's caught up in a glitch. It happens to the best of us, or the worst of us. Even tools are victim of the glitch. And look there. What a nice drop kick. High-flying drop kick there. Oh, and an elbow to the head. And look at Paul here. And Paul going for the pin. And another kick out. And look at Paul slamming Gorgey right on the H. And he's got it. An easy win for Paul. Unbelievable. And Paul, you got to admit, he's been on a roll lately, but I still think I think we need to test him for steroids. I just cannot believe this. He's doing way too good. Nobody's been able to stop him. And of course, he won the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. But anyway, we have two big 8-man matches. And our first one is for the ladies, or 8 women in this scenario. So we got Dominique, July, Renee, Lashana, Alma, Black Rose, Esther, and Diane. And it's going to be a great one. Whoever wins this will take on Billy Anderson. However, it'll probably be before the pay-per-view when that match happens. So we got 8 ferocious females. And then we're going to have 8 males for the #1 contendership for the world title. Already a 2. This just got started. And both of these matches are going to be a lot longer than your normal singles match. And look at Esther going after Lashana. Of course, Melissa's probably basically the only one that's not participating. There might be somebody else we're missing. I think, well, Billy, of course, isn't, but Melissa can't have a rematch clause, and she's in big trouble with the brand right now for her stance with the whole situation with Peyton Bruce, as she is assisting him in helping him form whatever he's trying to form to time travel. Now, he's going to need G's brother. We know G's brother is not coming to this brand. So what's going to happen? And look here. July thrown back into the ring. And look at Esther here. Throws Alma out. Gonna go for a big dive, and oh, July stops her. So, yeah, you got to worry about ladies first here, because they're all over the place. Esther slams July. And now Esther going after Lashana. Lashana doing a little dance. I don't know if I'd be doing it right now, because that could happen right there. She's trying to taunt July. And not even a one there. And Lashana with the hit on July. And Black Rose has a kendo. Diane with some strikes there, and July slamming Esther. And look at July. Oh my goodness. Taking out Esther with herself over the top rope, and now destroying the announce tables. Tonight we'll be finding out who's going to be taking on Newson at the pay-per-view. Newson, of course, defeated the Blue Knack. We haven't seen him since. He lost the U.S. title as well. So Newson is now a double champion. And I don't know how that's going to change MW. We haven't heard from him since. And, you know, he's not the best. He's kind of a sore loser at times. And he's changed a lot over the years. But he still has that strive for greatness. We all do. But I just hope it doesn't get to his head again. I hope he can manage to accept the loss. He put up a great fight. He could have won easily. Could have won either way. But we haven't seen him since, and we haven't been in contact with him since. So that's not a good sign. He's not going to be on tonight's show. So where is he at? We haven't heard from him or nothing. So that's not a good sign. I just think something's off here. And his dad is constantly whispering in his ears And we know his dad's a bad influence. And look at Dominique there. And tonight, you know, even Esther Gain and Ladies First, they are battling each other. It is every woman for herself here. There is no rules. There is no mercy. You even have to fight your friends here. It's all about that title that Billy Anderson holds. Of course, she's probably the youngest to do it. I know Esther did it quite quick. And Dominique is already eliminated. Esther became champion really quick, but Billy might have her beat. Because, I mean, Billy had just probably had 3 matches maybe, and she's already a women's champ. That's crazy. And we're already down to 7 women here. Renee with the kick out. Of course, Renee could really use another shot. She was the women's champion, and she lost it this year. And I think we've had about 4 women's champions this year. So I think it was Renee, and then Lashana, and then Melissa, and now Billy. So nobody's been able to really hold on to the title for long. And it's a very competitive division. It's the most competitive division, especially against the other brands. You know, I know we don't emphasize on the female matches on the other brands, but we make it up here, for sure. And look at Alma. Oh, what a kick. And July going for a pin. She has eliminated Diane. So all of Esther's allies, I think, are gone. And Ladies First, all of them stand tall. They're all still in it. July slamming the Black Rose's head on the mat. And these two, who are really good friends, are not friends tonight. Look at July, the athleticism. And going after Alma. She's going after her own friend. She has to. They're not going to spare her. And we're already on 5 stars. We're going to see that probably on the next one as well. I mean, this is going to get crazy. And Alma's got Black Rose in a choke. July going for the pin. And she's got the Black Rose. So the Black Rose is finished. And that's 1/3 of Ladies First gone, but still 2 remaining. But the leader has been taken out. Probably the strongest of the pack, too. But here you can get hit with everything. So it doesn't matter how strong you are. It's all about surviving and figuring out ways to avoid damage. And a double team on July 4th there. And Lashana, not even a 2. And Lashana with a nice drop on July. And look at Esther. Esther missed. Poor little Esther. And Renee, let's see if she can get the elimination. And Alma with the kick out. And look at Renee trying to make Alma tap. And Alma gets out of it. Look at July here. These women are trying to strangle each other. And July trying to get a pin, but she can't. She couldn't get it. That submission got in the way, even though we knew it wasn't going to be effective. They never are, most of the time. We've had a couple here lately. Surprise, surprise. But most of the time, they're not effective. You usually need to be going against the head or the torso. Otherwise, the legs and the arms are just, you're not going anywhere in life with that. Because they're not damaged as much. And look here. Esther has been eliminated. And we are down to 4. Ladies First has a 50% chance here. Oh, and Lashana almost took Renee's head off. And she eliminates Renee. Now we're down to 3. And Alma trying to get rid of July there. Look at Lashana swinging the kendo. Oh my goodness, broke it over Lashana's head. My goodness. July 4th, super hardcore. One of her biggest inspirations is Mr. Black. And Lashana, oh wow. And Alma just clocked her really good there. And now going for the pin. And a kick out there by Lashana. And And uh-oh, July's planning something. I thought she was. She had me fooled. Oh, what a dive on Alma. She's taking them both on. But she better watch out. She's doing too many taunts. And it doesn't even matter at this point. She just has eyes in the back of her head. Oh, and July diving again. And look at LaShawna. Oh, man, that's big. And now LaShawna going for the pin. Wait a second. This is not supposed to be a 2 versus 1. Oh, what do you know? And ladies first? Really? Oh, you got to be kidding me. And they set that up intentionally. That was on purpose, if you didn't notice. They're not supposed to be doing that. They're not supposed to work together. And July's going to take it. Wow. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And a big win for July. A big win. And she will be taking on Billy Anderson. That will probably be before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Probably the episode before. And now it is time for the main event. And, oh, wow. You talk about a juggernaut of a main event. We got King Giant, we got William, we got Power Play, we got ZQ, Mobster X, Guan, Kong Chain, and The Freak. Yeah, Newson's got his hands full, whoever wins this. And a lot of these guys are just utter degenerates. And it's just going to be... I don't know what's the worst case scenario. I mean, there's a lot of bad things that can happen in here. I always think Guan is the worst case scenario, but we'll see how good he can do in this. However, there's so many other people that could be a big problem here. And of course, Williams back into the contenderships ever since he lost the Intercontinental, but he's still tough. He's really tough. And you got to think about, even though Newson can handle the super heavyweights, I mean, he is a cruiserweight. You got Guan, who's a giant. You got William, who's a giant. And you got a king who literally is called Giant. So, then if they don't win, you got Mobster and ZQ with his family and Power Play and The Freak. So, and Kong Chain, which would really want an opportunity. He could really use an opportunity here. But only one of these 8 is going to win this thing. It's one of the hardest matches to win. And maybe something will happen after this match. We'll see, though. But whoever wins, Newson will face at the Royal Rumble. The bad news is they can't win the Royal Rumble because they're not going to be in it. So whoever wins this is also not going to be in the Rumble. But everybody else is. And there's going to also be some returns, I'm sure. I'm sure Rico's going to come back from his injury. He's been injured for a while. I would expect him to come back at the Rumble. And probably some other faces that are familiar. So, and 7 out of 8 of these people will probably be in it as well. I might be in it. I might drop by and be in the Rumble myself. You never know. I could win the thing. I could really win the thing. All I have to do is come in at number 30, and 2K will favor me. Obviously. It will show me favoritism if I'm number 30. course, this is an elimination falls count anywhere. But we are having 2 big 8-man matches tonight. And we've already had the female one. We've decided the winner there, which will be a really good fight. And we're also going to decide who's going to be fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we got a lot of heels here that could cause Newsom some problems. I think everyone at this point, I know some people like the Freak, but I think about everybody else as just mean and ruthless. And I think the Freak can be also mean too. So I think everybody's basically a villain here. And as for the Christmas dinner, I want to make an announcement on the Christmas dinner. I will be locking it up in a safe. And if you're wondering why I would put the Christmas dinner in a safe, it's to keep it away from King Giant, who will eat the entire dinner. That is why we're going to lock it in a safe this year. He's not going to get to it. As a matter of fact, he's going to be last in line to get whatever's left. He can have all the leftovers. Because he ate our whole entire Thanksgiving dinner. That was that might have been one of the rudest things I've ever seen on this brand. I've seen a lot of bad things on this brand, but nobody had the audacity to eat the Thanksgiving dinner. And leave us, how many, he left us like 10 green beans and half of a devil egg. Like, really? Of course he left the greens. Surprise, surprise. And look at Kong here, twisting some fingers. Yeah, Kong Chain, I mean, he's a veteran. And he's a veteran to this brand. He's been here for a while, since the doors opened. He really could use a title shot. And he's been pretty good, but we'll see how he stacks up against these other 7. And of course, Mobster X, oh man. I do not want to deal with him, and I've already ran my mouth tonight, and I'm hoping he didn't hear me. He needs to focus on this match and not what I'm saying. And look at ZQ, dropping the Freak on his head. Kong Chain going for the pin. Oh, wow, nobody can get there. Okay, now finally. And he would have had it. He would have had it, but something else was going on. Mobster getting dropped good there. Yeah, so we got still a lot going on with Peyton Bruce. Of course, Peyton Bruce needs G's brother, and he's using G as leverage. And of course, Melissa is not speaking to Mentally, so that's not good at all. And basically, G's brother has already said he's never coming down to this brand, but he may be forced to now. And that's how they get to him. They use his brother against him. or maybe he won't care. Who knows? I think him and his brother are close. So that's going to be an issue. Oh man, double DDT on ZQ. And as for the Rumble, a lot of people could return. A lot of people could return. There is all kinds of possibilities. And the good thing about returns is the more likely they are to return, the more likely they're on to the next 2K. So they'll be back for that. Because they're not going to just return and then we'll never see them again. Well, maybe they might. I mean, if somebody's been eliminated, I can't see because all we see is the king here. And he is just about to pull Kong Chain's leg out of socket. And Kong Chain using his fist to get out of it. Oh, wow. I think William got eliminated. Is William the first one out? Wow. And you know, I don't think he deserves to, in my opinion, he doesn't even deserve to be in the match. Because he didn't, he lost the IC title. And now you're going to give him a shot at the world title? That just doesn't make any sense. And ZQ going for the pin here. And Kong Chain with a kick out. If you ask me if I would like to see the best scenario here, I would love to see Kong Chain win it. He really needs a push. You know, he really hasn't done a lot the past few years. I'm not a big fan of him, and he's probably going to be the easiest. So I'm also being biased towards Newsom, as usual, because he's my former commentating buddy who made a name for himself. I mean, he went from just talking on the mic to becoming a double champion. Not only a world champion, but a double champion. Power play throwing in a punch there. Look at King Giant. Strangling Kong Chain. Goodness. He's really been after him, even though they teamed up. They did a pretty good job together. Won that War Games match. And now Guan going for the pin. And he eliminates Mobster, which Mobster was one of the most dangerous. But it's a good thing we had Guan to take him out. But the Freak may be getting revenge here. Wow. He was right on top of that. Right after Mobster got eliminated. And a kick out there by Guan. A little too late to the pin. 5-star match already, by the way. And we only have 2 people eliminated. 6 to go, or 5 to go. ZQ, wow, picking up the Giants. And it's every man for himself tonight. Even though these two have kind of formed a faction together. And the Giant kicks out. ZQ cannot believe it. He looks all puzzled. Like, really? Did you think it was that easy? You think everything's supposed to go your way? ZQ? Zebra Quilt Moss? Power play is waiting. Got that guy in the beige shirt. And power play's got it. So another elimination, and the Freak has been eliminated. So both X Marks the Spot members eliminated. And we are now down to 5. Got a pin going on here. Another elimination. King Giant eliminated. And Kong trying to get a pin. And he's got an elimination. Guan's eliminated. So we are down to 3. We got ZQ, Power Play, or Kong Chain. It's going to be one of these 3 to take on Newson. And of course, stay tuned for the main event promo. I don't know what's going to happen. And ZQ going for a pin. And Kong Chain is finished. So we are down to 2. It's either going to be the leader of the Moss family or Power Play. It's going to be a good challenge for Newson. Still not as good as the Blue Neck, though. But we still haven't seen the Blue Neck. We haven't heard from him since. He lost. So we don't know how the relationship with the MW is going right now. And ZQ getting this crowd pumped. Oh man, he made it look easy. He did a taunt and then a pin. Okay, so we're going to get the Degenerates against us. It's going to be ZQ versus Newson at the Royal Rumble. Wow. Of course, this Degenerate wins, and hopefully at the Rumble, he pays the price. Hello, everyone. My name is ZQ Moss. The Z stands for zebra, and the Q stands for quilt. And I am your #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. And at Royal Rumble, I will destroy you, Newson. I will destroy you. I have come off as a weirdo, as a wimp. I haven't been treacherous enough. I haven't shown my true colors. So I need to send a message to the world champion. I need to send him a message that will hit close to home. Wolf Moss, you know what to do. Oh, crap! Oh, my back. Oh, I should have knew this was coming. And oh no, yeah, there you go. Trying to attack me, Wolf Moss. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, my back again. I have a sore back and someone get security. Oh no. Oh no. 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 No! I think I broke my back.